Hi everybody, it's Otis McAllister with Keller Williams, your knowledge broker for buying or selling a home. Now if you're shopping for a home in one of Virginia's hot real estate markets, like Lynchburg, Roanoke, Benton, or Salem, or any of the markets along the Blue Ridge, you're going to find that the supply for houses is low and the demand is really high. You could find yourself in a bidding war with multiple offers pushing the prices even higher. Now, under those circumstances, you might get discouraged if you've been edged out a few times trying to buy your home. So I put together some strategies to help you come out on top. Now, with that being said, here are 7 ways to create a strong, compelling offer in a hot real estate market. Now, tip number 1 is a no-brainer. The best move you can make before writing any offers is to hire an experienced professional realtor. Having someone on your side who knows the local market thoroughly, someone who can give you the little nuances of negotiations, giving you the extra confidence that you need can make all the difference in a bidding war. Tip number 2, get a pre-approval letter from your lender. Now this is not the same as being pre-qualified. Pre-qualification merely confirms your income related to how much a bank may be willing to lend you based on your credit profile. Pre-approval, on the other hand, is for a specific purchase offer, and it can greatly increase your chances of beating out the competition. Now in a hot market, speed is crucial. Now this strategy can help you find the home you want and avoid the stress of submitting pre-approval paperwork and writing an offer at the same time. Tip number 3, limit the contingencies. Generally speaking, sellers have the advantage in a bidding war. And if you know or believe that other offers are coming in and you really want that house, you need to avoid putting in too many contingencies or making too many demands. Things like needing to wait for a spouse's or partner's approval, or asking the seller to repair or leave certain items. You might also consider not asking the seller to pay closing costs. Having too many contingencies in your contract will likely make it easy for the seller to choose another offer over yours. Tip number 4, consider using an escalation clause. If you're in fact in a multiple bid situation, you can strengthen your offer by using what's called an escalation clause. Essentially, it's an addition or addendum in the contract that states that you're willing to increase your offer incrementally up to a certain limit if offers come in that match or top your initial bid. Let me give you an example. Sellers asking $200,000. Your real estate agent would write your offer to state, my initial bid is $200,000 with an escalation of $2,000 over competing bids offered up to $210,000 or something to that effect. If another bidder offered more than $210,000, however, then you'd be out of the running. An escalation clause is a smart strategy that shows strong interest, but it's important to stay within your budget. And you got to be willing to walk away if bidding goes beyond your limit. Tip number 5, be flexible on the closing. There are situations where flexibility in closing can make you the front runner in a multi-bid scenario, even if you're outbid by a few $1,000s. Let me give you an example. Being willing to allow the seller more time to move out can make your offer more attractive to a seller who might otherwise have to spend more money, moving expenses, or be crunched for time to find another home. If the home is already vacant, you could win the seller over by offering to close in a shorter time. Sometimes a quick close can edge out buyers who haven't been pre-approved or have to sell their current home in order to buy a new one. Sometimes sellers are often concerned about liability, theft, or holding costs associated with a vacant home. Try to offer to close at the seller's convenience. Used in the right way, flexibility can make all the difference. Now, tip number 6 is a rather unique strategy. Write a love letter to the seller. With so much fierce competition out there, appealing to the heart can make your offer stand out. That's why more and more top real estate experts are suggesting that buyers write a heartfelt letter to sellers explaining why they want the house. I ask my buyers to write a letter and explain just how much they want that house. For an extra boost, add a photo of yourself, your family, kids, a pet, whatever you feel comfortable with. A love letter definitely helps. Now, it won't make up for a large bidding difference, but it can help in a small margin. And finally, tip number 7, don't count yourself out after a bidding war. If you lose a bidding war and the seller chooses another bid, have your agent keep in touch and follow up if you're still interested in the house. Here's why. If a buyer offered way over the asking price, the deal could fall apart on appraisal. Or the buyer might be bidding on multiple properties just to see which one sticks. Some of the best agents in the country will tell you that the highest offer doesn't always mean it's the best. Contracts that come in way over asking price have a very high cancellation rate. And when that happens, the seller loses the advantage of being the new home on the market. And that could make your offer more attractive. My friends, in a hot buyer's market, the home buying process can feel a little stressful at times, and you may lose one or two bidding wars before you win one. But you'll be in a better position to win the house you want with a knowledgeable real estate agent to help you write a strong, competitive offer that follows these strategies. Now, if you like these strategies and you'd like to see more, please leave a comment in the comment section below and follow me on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. This is Otis McAllister with Keller Williams, your knowledge broker for buying and selling a home.